Welcome back to the video training series. Today we're going to discuss when you can expect to see changes in your learner. We find that most children actually read more slowly when they first start using Easyread. That is an excellent sign because it means that they are working at decoding the words rather than trying to remember them by sight. It is important to support that by helping with the sounds of any words that he or she is struggling to decode. Over time, there will be new neural connections developing within the child's brain. So there is some hard work to be done. Once those new pathways have been developed, however, you will find that they will be used for normal text as well, not just on Easyread. There is a lag between the two processes, so you will see improvement on Easyread first. Certainly after around 90 lessons, you will see this transfer starting to happen to the outside reading. The whole thing is usually a 7 to 10 month process for most children. Progress is not linear either. There tends to be an initial surge of understanding and confidence, followed by quite a long period with little change. Then a second surge comes through as the mapping of the more unusual letter patterns becomes embedded for the child. Our aim is to get every learner to the point where reading is becoming easy and can be a joy. The day you walk in to find the child on the sofa reading a book or a magazine by choice is the day we know we have succeeded in our task. We call that moment reading takeoff. Of course, it may take more time for the child you're working with to fully catch up with peers who have been reading confidently on their own for the past 2 to 5 years. 10 months' work on any program is never going to be able to compensate for 5 years of reading experience and practice. However, we can essentially pick the child up, turn them around, and set them back down on the right track, heading in the right direction. And once the child is confident, the rate of improvement will start to increase as well. Of course, there is a range of outcome, as with anything. Our baseline is that each child should be able to decode most words accurately in an unfamiliar piece of text, so they have the facility to read when they want to. Here's an analogy we find useful for how the process feels. Have you ever watched a big building site develop over the lifetime of the project? Perhaps a house being put up next door. You will know that nothing really seems to happen on a building site for a long time, even though everybody seems very busy. For weeks or even months, there's no sign of a building, while holes are being dug and the foundation is being laid. Then it suddenly shoots up, apparently in just a few days. Well, Easyread is a bit like that too. We lay the foundation over the first 3 months or so of the course, and you may not see any progress until that foundation has been laid. It's only after we've built a firm decoding base that reading can start to really progress. As you know, any improvement at all depends on using the lessons as decoding practice, not a rush to read to the end. Every word that the learner decodes, even if he or she can already read it, will strengthen the internal letter patterns to sounds map we are developing in each child's brain. We are often asked about spelling improvement as well. Reading is the foundation of good spelling, so daily decoding practice also allows the child to develop confidence with his or her spelling. We usually expect to see progress around lesson 150 in the spelling. Let's pause now for a short quiz.